Blessings, blessings, blessings. This is Will of M, and the M comes later. So today we'll be discussing my most hated arc so far in the manga. Now this is no make, a little slice of life just between two hard moments. And it is the Flame Wars arc. It's already starting up, it's shaping up. Itagaki at the center of it. It began with Itagaki taking a picture of the spar that Ippo was having with Mashiba. And Ippo was getting the best of Mashiba, putting it on him. Itagaki takes a picture and uploads the video or the picture to Twitter. Not Twitter, but Twitter. It gets an immediate hateful response. He's blowing up, he's getting flamed, he's getting dog ragged, he's getting doxxed. It looks all bad for him. Some people are talking shit, people flirting with him. Some people are talking shit about he hates on Mashiba, talking about shit, he's a weak boxer. This, that, and the third. Now, the reason I hate this is because the Wally Ricardo match, although it doesn't have a definite date according to Wikipedia, the Mashiba versus Juan Garcia does. That happened in 2000. And now Twitter was not created until 2006. It really didn't kick off until 2008. That means Ippo has had an 8-year time skip if we're going off of this. Now we get it. Ippo doesn't have a smartphone, so he doesn't wonder about. He would know about Twitter and stuff like that. But smartphones have never been brought up or even used in the series prior to this. I mean, the most cell phones they had was a flip phone. I think Ricardo had at his residence when Alfredo called him. And the reason it makes me upset, because one thing I like about Ippo was the fact that it stayed in that realm of the early 2000s, the 90s, the 80s. And the main thing was hard work. There was no time skips, there was no flips and flares. You just get an automatic power up, you had to work at it. Even with the Debsy roll, or when Mashiba learned the Dragon Fish Blow, we saw the work they put in, the work they did. Then just automatically power up, have a demon form. Now you can't add Takamura, but you know, he fits the anime tropes of being unbeatable, as well as Ricardio. Now, I will play devil's advocate, because Joji Morikawa he was born in 1966. He is 57 right now. And although Ippo does follow a kind of chronological time pattern between time skips and years in between, he may not want to keep writing this manga for another 30, 40 years, you know? So I get a time skip. So I forgive it in that motion. And though I hate it, I do want to hold off my reservations because it may end up being a great arc. And that being said, I went over who I think some of the culprits might be. Now, we've made known to two names on Twitter. One is Band Goat, who Itagaki wonders about. And then Team Aoki pops up, makes a triumphant return, and so they track down the person who fans the flames, or the highest flamer, to a person or profile named Yuki1, or Mucky1. Now I have a few ideas of who this person might be. Idea number 1 is Ray. She's part of Mashiba's fan club, she's a shawty, she's kind of cute. Of course she's going to ride for her man. Because the picture Itagaki put up was not flattering. It was not flattering at all.
You're lying. That's a fucking lie.
Next up, I have Iga Shinobu, because he hates Mashiba for beating him after he was cheating, and then on top of that, Itagaki embarrassed him, but I know who he is. And most people don't know who he is. He's trying to get his get back, but he's like a loner or nobody. He's almost like Dragon from Kim Possible. People see Mashiba, or they see Iga and be like, who? Next up, I have Baron, which is Iga's trainer. He's abusive, slaps the shit out of him. I think he's a shitty trainer, but he made a champion and kill out of Iga. He told him to turn his emotions off. He was beaten by Takamura every day in sparring. So when the first match came around, he said he couldn't go because he had the shits. Came back, he was beaten again. Aoki and Kimura chased him out the gym. He has a bone to pick with the Kamigawa gym, the Kamigawa boys. He's almost like the new Sakaguchi. Last but not least, I have Fumito. Because Fumito was one of the first boxers, Itagaki fought and lost to, because he was desperate. He was losing matches. He's on a 2-loss streak. He goes third loss, the gym was going to cut him. He ends up beating Itagaki, desperately headbutting and fouling him. Itagaki comes back. Next time around during the Rookie King tournament, he beats him. And now Fumito was desperate. He's a desperate boxer. He hated those with talent, but he was never loved, was untalented. He's a weed, king of weeds, spirit of a weed. So he hates talented boxers. Aoki has been in a slump since Imai whooped his ass. He's been winning messy decisions. He's been running away, not boxing his usual style, not confident in himself. So I think this will be the highest one to go to. The highest candidate to talk shit about him. And some, I don't know. Fumito Makino, Mookie 1, I feel like it matches up. So I'm holding out hope that this arc will lead to something greater and be purpose behind it. Besides of just putting Ippo into, I guess, modern times. So maybe it'll lead to a rematch or some type of insight. But I'm whole faith in Joji's writing aspects. That's all I got for this one, guys. Thank you. Have a blessed one. Catch you on the next one.